Again, they have to craft an answer to that question. Was our client reasonably perceiving an unlawful imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury? The answer to that has to be yes in some form. So they have to take the evidence and they have to, like Lego blocks, and they have to build it into a narrative of innocence consistent with self-defense. I will point out, it's not their job to prove self-defense. It's the job of the prosecution to disprove self-defense beyond any reasonable doubt. So the defense doesn't have to show to the jury, hey, we have 80% evidence it was self-defense, or even 50%, or even 30%. They just have to say, listen, there's a reasonable doubt this could have been self-defense, and that's supposed to be an acquittal.
Having just learned that, again, what I had read before was that he was 5'9", 160. And I was like, oh, he's a high school athlete, so he's got some muscle on him, and this kid's not, or whatever. 6 foot, I'm imagining a scenario where he's sitting under a tent. This big guy comes up, and he thinks he's going to be justified in the event dude tries to touch him to use lethal force because of the disparity in size.
And he could be right. If there's a sufficient disparity of size.
What I mean to say is, I could be totally wrong on this. I'm just saying, in my mind, what I see is Anthony sitting there, and when he sees this big dude come up to him, he's thinking, if this guy tries to fight me, I'll be allowed to use a knife. He was thinking, like, I'm not going to try and run away. I'm not going to de-escalate. This guy can't touch me because I can do what I want.
It's certainly possible Carmelo Anthony believes that what he did was lawful self-defense.
I'm not saying that I think he thought in his mind what he was doing was self-defense. I think he thought the perception of it.
Oh, how other people would perceive it.
Right. Like, I don't have to get up. This big dude can't push me around. I'm allowed to use a knife because he's so big.
And then everyone else will agree that was lawful self-defense.
Right.